Fernandez, left field, it's deep, it is gone! He got it! The kid in his last game, homers to left.
Good deal. A line drive out into left field, breaking in. Conine can't get to it. Up with it, the runner's wait. Here's the throw to the plate. Pudge is waiting. He tags him, gets knocked over, holds on, and the Marlins win the game. What a play to end it.
Gordon to right, it's deep, and it's gone! D. Gordon has hit it out, and the Marlins have a 1-0 lead. We told you to come out! We told you to watch this one tonight!
Welcome back to Fish Out of Water. We got our boy Alex here eating, what is that, popcorn?
Popcorn, baby. It's gonna be an exciting show today.
But first, Alex. The Marlins won a baseball game.
Sweet baby Jesus. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. It's about time. Damn it, we can't lose them all, right?
It felt like it could for a second there.
Man, it was looking horrendous, bro. I talk baseball with my grandma all the time, and this is saying in Spanish. She's like, "Mijo, cómo están los Marlins?" She's like, "Hey," but she's basically asking me, "How are the Marlins doing, sweetie?" I was like, "Oh, you know, they're winning." That's what I've been telling her the whole season, right? And when I tell her, I was like, "Grandma, we're on an 8-game losing streak." She's like, "Ay, Dios mío." She's like, "Oh my God," right? She's like, "So we're back to normal." Like, damn. Unfortunately, yeah, Grandma, we're back to normal. We're back to normal. But at the end of the day, she's a diehard Marlins fan. We're all diehard Marlins fans. We've all been through it. It's not our first rodeo. And you know what? We really nailed it on that sweep, huh? That sweep prediction. Shout out to the Rockies for making sure that they didn't sweep us. Jesus, they were about to leave Lone Depot squeaky clean before the Fish head out to Tampa Bay, huh?
And they left Lone Depot with all their relievers. That was another thing I wanted. That sucks.
They left with your boy Lawrence.
Yeah. Craig shut that down real quick. That sucked. Okay, so let's be positive for a second. You finally won a baseball game. You probably should have taken at least 2 there. We can agree on there.
1,000%. Yeah, we wanted 3, but they could have took 2. But at the end of the day, it's better than get 1 instead of getting swept. So.
But on the bright side, the other teams you're competing with in the wild card, they all sucked. Same time period. They all sucked at the same time.
Yeah, I was actually
just
looking at the standings right now. Sorry to cut you off. Just looking at the standings right now. We just jumped right back into second place, baby, in the NL East. How about that? Shout out to the Phillies.
Bunch of bums out there. NL champs who?
Oh man.
Oh no, I'm being cautiously optimistic because you go on an 8-game losing streak, and it's like you kind of still control your own destiny. Like you got to get back to where you want to be. However, you go on this 8-game losing streak, and Arizona's been god awful. Cincinnati's been all right, but Philly's been awful. San Francisco's been awful. I think they've dropped 6 in a row. Like we're talking. You're right back in the conversation, but you're going to Tampa, a team that playing pretty good baseball. We'll get into that series here in a second. First, let's.
I like to rub that in the face of all the Tampa fans. They always talking about, oh, we're the best team in the baseball. And how many World Series you guys got? Exactly. Shush.
Not even close anymore. But Atlanta's got like a 5-game lead over their heads now.
I don't want to talk about the Braves, man, because I got into it with somebody today, and they were like, you know, they got the pieces to pull an Ohtani trade. If they do that, bro, I'm going to be fucking fuming. I don't even...
Or the D-backs.
The D-backs? Ohtani to the D-backs?
Yeah, I don't want that either. I want him to the Orioles. I mean, like, honestly, if I'm rooting for a team that's not Miami this year, it's probably the Orioles.
You look like an Orioles fan, too.
I'm not an Orioles fan.
You see? He's last episode, this guy was a Rangers fan.
Oh, my gosh.
And now
I'm
he's
even
an
wearing
Orioles
the
fan.
Texas shirt today. I'm wearing the Texas shirt just for you.
I'm out of here. He said, stars are born here. Look at them. No, they're not. They're born here in the 305, baby.
Are they?
Maybe.
The Marlins got one. Marlins got one that was born in 305. We'll talk about that in a second. First, I want to ask you, is AJ Puk cooked? Are we concerned about that now?
Honestly, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm thinking a little bit about it. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any alternative options, and like if the Marlins are smart, the front office is smart. They definitely got to be considering looking into a closer. You know, I love the job that AJ Puk has done. You know, we talked about this in other podcasts that he got hurt, he came back, but he hasn't been the same. So, you know, I'm not saying throw the towel completely on him. Like if we can't find a trade piece that fits, I'd rock out with him. But damn, he's starting to really make us shake a little bit. He's giving up a lot of home runs. It feels like no lead is safe. We got Craig Mish tweeting in Espanol. So, shout out to Craig Mish, man, the oracle of Marlins Twitter.
The GOAT. He's the GOAT. There's no doubt. All right. So obviously Jesus Luzardo shoved. We're recording this Monday night, so the Marlins, like we were just talking about, are secured back into a wild card spot. After Philly and San Francisco lost, it looks like the Diamondbacks are going to complete the comeback. Jesus Luzardo, though, absolutely shove fest. Talk about 305 guys. 305 guys. That's the one right there. And I'm asking you this: wild card series starts tomorrow. You got to go with Luzardo, right?
Absolutely, you got to. He's got the hot hand. He's our ace right now. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Sandy Alcantara, but when you look at that horrendous 3-9, Jesus,
3-9, and the FIP's starting to match the ERA, which is not what we like to see.
No
at
bueno.
first it was like you're just getting unlucky, like you were getting really lucky last year, and then you win the Cy Young, and it was like, oh well, this is about the same FIP, and your ERA is not good. But now the FIP's starting to climb too. He's at a 4 FIP. So
you know what, Press? I'm gonna take it back. I know that we're talking about we're on Luzardo. Shout out to Luzardo, 7 innings, 13 strikeouts, beast of a performance. My man, I love how Skip came out there and he was gonna pull the plug on him. He let him go, he let him loose, he let him finish the inning. He came out pumped. I love it. But with that being said, postseason starts, clean slate. You know Sandy, they got everybody's freaking like on the fence on, waving the flag, paranoid, like what the hell's going on with Sandy Alcantara? Bro, we got to give it to Sandy. My heart says we got to give it to Sandy, even though he's on a short leash.
So there's two, I'm going to agree with you, but it's not in the same light. It's more of Sandy can come out and beat the guy and win game 1 for you. And if he doesn't, then you bounce back with Luzardo.
Absolutely, and
So,
you really like what the he's Luzardo's turning himself into a legit number 2 starter. You know, like he's helping anchor. I'm not saying he's gonna be our ace, but he's a legit number 2 starter. You put him number 3 on another team, easy wins for him. And you gotta love how he's been blossoming here in South Florida, hometown kid. We talked about it. He's got to feel good. He's got the blood pumping in front of his family, his mom, his sister, his dad. He loves the Marlins. He talked about being a Marlins fan growing up. You know what I'm saying? He was there when we witnessed this right here. Luzardo's like from my generation. So, you know what I'm saying? I know he's got a chip on his shoulder and he's trying to win a championship and he wants to go down and be cemented as one of the all-time great Marlins. Like he doesn't it's cool to be part of Marlins alumni, right? But like you don't want to just be known as Marlins alumni. Somebody tweeted out today. I don't know if it was a hot whistle, but we always talk about hot whistle. But it was like the worst Marlins of all time. And man, is he still suicidal? Yeah, the suicidal Marlins fan. That's what it is. The depressed,
suicidal de los Marlins.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Marlins JDF 16.
I told him, I said, hey, what the hell, man? You didn't put Brent Diesel on this list?
No, Sixto's got to be on that list, bro.
Oh, man. This is a whole nother. You're going to make me pull out the liquor here, man. Come on.
Actually, I wanted to talk about, I'll talk to you about that in a second. I got a trade proposal for you. I'm thinking Jazz, Sandy, Yuri, Arias, Fulton, and Cooper for Lewis Brinson. How are we thinking?
Oh, this guy's crazy. What the hell are you taking over there in Texas? This guy's crazy. We lost everybody on the podcast. I'm sorry, guys.
How about Avi and Stallings for Francisco Alvarez, Francisco Lindor, and Edwin Diaz, and cash?
Not gonna happen. This guy's super optimist, huh? This guy.
No, super pessimist and optimist in the same sentence. I do have 3 trades for you. 3 trade targets that I want to go over.
Shoot.
All right. So first, I got 2 that are on the same light, so you can only really go for one, and then one that is kind of like a reaching. All right. So first, and like probably the easiest to swallow, Michael Lorenzen of the Tigers. He's had like a okay season, nothing too great. He's an all-star. Shouldn't have been, but he was an all-star. But you're talking about a guy that can probably throw the 6th, 7th for you and spot start when you need him.
Who are we giving up?
I see. That's the thing is I don't think he's very expensive. I think you're talking about maybe on the back end of the top 10 and then maybe a top 30.
So you're giving up a top 10 and a 30 for this guy for a reliever?
I'm talking who's their 9 right now? I'm talking like that back end top 10. Obviously the trade market is weak right now. Let me look up Marlins top prospects.
Is this us giving up on Floro, or is this us looking for like a spot starter?
I think it's a little bit. I think you're just getting the best of both worlds here. How about? Okay, we can actually fall out of the top 10. How about we go Victor Mesa Jr. and Fabian Lopez for Michael Lorenzen.
Victor Mesa Jr. is the one brother that we still have in the organization after Victor had his whole little stunt and he quit on the team, and what a shame. But I actually like the ceiling that we have with Victor Mesa. Like Michael Lorenzo, like it all depends on what he's making. If this is going to be an immediate upgrade and it's going to help our team, let's do it. You know
it's definitely more of a rental, and you're definitely probably overpaying a little bit, but I think you're going to have to overpay no matter what you go for. Which the second one you're going to have to overpay a little more. It's Aaron Savali, same thing. You're looking at a guy, a great reliever. You're talking about a guy that can go the 6th and 7th for you, and also start. So like same light, but you're getting a little more upside, and you're getting years of control.
I just feel
probably the same 2 plus Anthony Pagero, and we'll go Sean Reynolds. Sean Reynolds is a pretty decent piece.
So you're just trading from the farm. You're not thinking about taking somebody off the team. Like
they don't have anybody to take off the team right now. I mean, unless you're going to go with Cooper and
Mr. Glass. It's time to pull the plug on boy.
I think you're still going to have to throw in a prospect for him too, and he would be more of a part of my big boy brain pickup right here. So the Cardinals want to sell, right? They want to sell off their pieces. They want pitching. How about? I don't know if they'd like Garrett Cooper, but I think you could throw Garrett Cooper just to sweeten the deal in a little bit. How about Jacob Miller and Nasim Nunez, and then maybe Sean Reynolds in that one too for Ryan Helsley.
I mean, if he's available, I'd pull up the trigger. Why not?
I mean, I'd like to think their whole team's kind of available.
I like Gallegos.
For you have one more prospect in, I bet you'd get both.
I mean, Gallegos moves the needle, throws gas. He's the guy that you can essentially throw in back end of the game. Maybe you can close something. You know what I'm saying Genesis Cabrera's another interesting guy that they got.
Yeah, he's a little more of the swingman role. I think he could fit in more like the Aaron Savali type, and then you could talk about Gallegos and maybe Cabrera because you're not talking about pieces like they're not working out in St. Louis. Nobody's really working out in St. Louis aside from Arenado and Goldschmidt.
Arenado's not working out in St. Louis. They got to get rid of him.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe you even get to take a little bit less off the deal. You eat some money, and you add Wilson Contreras since they want to move him.
But
Which
then
I know he's not. He's got
not
clubhouse problems, but I mean that's what you got Yuli, and that's what you got Arias for, because that boy was fired up this weekend. I did like to see that his celebration at second and the first on the double.
Shout out to Louis. Shout out to Louis. Yeah, hell yeah. Bam. Yeah, baby. Shout out to Louis. Yeah, he was a hype Williams. Hey, we need more guys like Louis. Look, I would normally back up a Contreras because I'm a Contreras myself, but I don't see Wilson coming out here just because of this one thing. Before, I would just jump on board and be like, yeah, he's not the best defensive catcher, right? The Cardinals have been throwing him out in the outfield and stuff like that. But the only reason why I would hold back, because what you said he's having clubhouse problems. That's one. Two, when the Cardinals were out here playing the Marlins, he had a little altercation with Brian De La Cruz. I don't know if you remember that they were trying to get De La Cruz they were trying to get him to chase on the pitch, and De La Cruz was just like talking to him. So I was like, oh yeah, you're not getting me on that. Right, and all of a sudden Wilson's in his face. He's like, what the hell is your problem? Like, it was just like I don't think DLC was trying to be disrespectful whatsoever. It was just like, damn, he was trying to get me. Like, something you talk to yourself sometimes, he's trying to get me. I almost swung at that shit. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? And the Wilson took it to heart. Like, he's got to take it to heart. He was supposed to be guy that was.
So they're just going through it in St. Louis. I think that's a big part in it. I think they have some problems there. Management's horrible. Ollie Marmol's terrible manager, probably the worst manager MLB recent history. Like, whatever they were complaining about in Tony La Russa, at least the clubhouse reportedly liked him. Like, everybody loved Tony. Nobody likes Marmol. He's started problems from top to bottom. That's why I still think, like, the Marlins in St. Louis, they're looking for pitching. The Marlins need bats, and both of them's got a plethora of both. Like, I think that is just a match made in heaven, and I think Kim should just be talking to what's his name out there, idiot that couldn't figure out that they needed pitching forever, the GM. I think they just need to be on the phone with him for the next 2 weeks, and they got to get a deal together with them. They have some back end pitching that I think could fit in real good in Miami. A lot of right-handed arms, and some outfield bats. And the Marlins have pitching depth for days. So,
you think it's more of a priority to get an outfield bat over like an infielder?
Yeah, I saw Jonathan India floating a lot today. I don't want Jonathan India. I think that would be a horrible deal for Miami. I think he's a below-average hitter. Great for where he's at, but he is not. I think about moving him from a hitter-friendly ballpark, where he's hitting fine in that hitter-friendly ballpark, but move him from that hitter-friendly ballpark to Miami, pitcher-friendly ballpark. I don't see that working out, especially when you have middle infielders down the list. Like you got Arias. Edwards has been really good this year and can't even get a spot because, who's he going to replace in the middle infield? Wendell's starting to heat up. I don't really see a point in a middle infielder.
I think the only way that can happen, like I actually got into some of that tweeting about Jonathan India, and like, does he move the needle a lot? No, but this is the guy that won the Rookie of the Year. Peter Pratt was talking about from Locked On Marlins. Shout out to my boy Peter. He was talking about trading Trevor Rogers for him straight up. I was like, whoa, no way. That's giving up way too much. I know Trevor's hurt, but his upside's way higher. And Jonathan India did beat Rogers for the Rookie of the Year. So, look, if it were discussed that Kim has the GM, the Cincinnati Reds on the phone, they're talking about, hey, you want Jonathan, I think you got to do something like 1-for-1 in the sense of, all right, if I am going to give from my starting rotation, which doesn't look like the Marlins going to give from the starting rotation right now, which they have to give from their pitching depth, not necessarily the major league players, but I'd give up like a Braxton Garrett. Because right now, like, Braxton Garrett is a guy that, how much higher is his ceiling going to be? I know you're a big Braxton Garrett fan. I'm a big Braxton Garrett fan, too.
Here's the thing, though. I think if you're going to give up Braxton Garrett, you're going to have to sell me on Eder Fulton being ready to be in the majors next week. Because, obviously, Trevor Rogers is nowhere close to being back. and now they're even talking about trying to get a starting pitcher, which is why I like the Lorenzen Savali scenario. I think they're a good fit for what they need because they can pitch in both the bullpen. And what about Nick Pivetta?
Nick Pavetta's interesting.
Not as a starter. I mean, if you needed him to start, I guess he could, but he's been lights out of the fucking pit.
Let me circle back around to the Jonathan India thing, and I'll tell you why. I think the only way for the Marlins to make a move for a guy like Jonathan India is, one, something has to happen with Garrett Cooper. All right, I know. There's a lot of people that like Garrett Cooper. I've always been critical about him. I call him Mr. Glass personally because he's always getting hurt for like BS. I mean, you can't control it. It's not like the guy's going out of his way to purposely injured. Shit happens. But like something would have to happen with Garrett Cooper. And it doesn't take a rocket science to tell you that he's not going to come back next year. I mean, I think Craig Mish, he likes him a lot. He spoke about it on the spaces with the guys on Fish on First. And he doesn't believe that Garrett Cooper's going to be back next year. I mean, shit, I could have told you that. But it's because of the main thing. He can't stay healthy. So maybe you get somebody to bite on Garrett Cooper and you're able to flip him. That's the only way that I see the Marlins making a trade for a guy like Jonathan India. How so? So that way you can slide over Arraez to first, how they did when he was in Minnesota. That's the only way I can see that happening.
But India has his own injury problems.
So what would you think? He's gonna come in and DH? You can't just have him DH. Speaking of DH,
no, I don't think they have a spot for him.
Something has to happen with Cooper. And I'd love to see a move happen. You got to trade something to get something. Maybe you sell high on him. Last year we couldn't trade him because he was an all-star and he got hurt, like right around the all-star break. So,
but go back to Nick Pivetta. What if you get Nick Pivetta and slide Adam Duvall in here?
You want Adam Duvall back?
I got anything to keep him from going back to the fucking Braves, because I guess the Braves are interested in him again. Like, why don't you just re-sign the motherfucker? I don't understand. So I think you steal him and Pivetta from the Red Sox. I don't think you're talking about a very expensive deal. I think you can get by with a little cheaper there, not too high. I mean, they're two rentals, but I think you're talking about two guys that are cheaper rentals, and you're going to get a high-powered bat, which Solaire's slumping heavy right now. I think we know that. You got a guy that's familiar with Miami, familiar with a lot of this team, and then you're talking about a guy that has started to embrace the back-end role and is familiar, although he was not very good in the NL East, he is familiar with the NL East.
I think the Red Sox are a good fit, and like you said, it's not going to be that expensive. And I could see a Garrett Cooper going that way in a Red Sox deal, because they're not just going to want to settle for like minor leaguers. You could sell them on a Garrett Cooper. I know in the offseason they were interested in Garrett. So.
And it sounds like the Red Sox front office for some reason are kind of out on Ceddanne Rafaela. He's a pretty high level prospect. You're talking about a guy who at the very worst is going to be a Gold Glove center fielder. And it kind of sounds like they're low on his back. He's got a slightly high strikeout rate. And that could be your answer for center field in the long term. Like Mish was saying, they haven't really discussed what Jazz is going to be. He's been good in center this year, but one, he can't stay on the field. Two, they haven't really discussed where that's going in the future. So you could be talking about a high-class Gold Glove center fielder as early as next year with Ceddanne. So maybe you say, hey, give us Rafaela, Pivetta, and Duvall, and we'll send you over either Eater or Fulton, and maybe a couple other prospects in there, some lower-level prospects.
And a Cooper.
Yeah, throw Cooper in there too, why not?
Look, I was high on Rafaela in the offseason. I was amped up about him. I'm thinking, bro, I'm just scared of just trading for a guy that has high upside, and all of a sudden, like, you're talking about he has a high, strikeout rate. What the hell are the Marlins going to do? All we do is develop pitchers. Like
I said, he's got a high floor though, and then you're also in that deal. You're still getting 2 rental pieces that are going to help you this year. I think that's the best way to get that deal done.
What if he turns into a Lewis Brinson? Maybe I just got Lewis Brinson PTSD.
That's a fair PTSD to have. A little mix of Hassan Diaz and Lewis Brinson.
Do these guys, all right, theoretically speaking, Pivetta, Duvall, Rafael, do they really move the needle like that for like the fan base? Are you going to be amped up, or I'm just going to be like, damn? Because I look at him like,
I think Pivetta's turning into an 8th inning. I mean, he showed it before in the playoffs too. I mean, you're talking about Pivetta being a high-class back-end reliever. And he's proven that in the playoffs, like in the postseason.
I'm just scared, man. I'm just scared. I mean,
I'm not saying you don't make another move though. Like, I'm saying that this could just be a big, like, you're moving in, you're filling in 2 holes with Duvall
I feel you.
And Pivetta, and you're getting a prospect out of it.
I feel you. I just feel like Duvall is very streaky too, and I don't know, man. I really don't. I'm gonna keep my hopes up, and I have higher hopes. I'm wishing for a blockbuster trade, like some shit that's really gonna get everybody excited as fuck, the fan base. Like, we're going for a clear message that we're going for it, and all this sitting pat, like waiting until the last second. Mish tweeted he doesn't think anything's gonna happen to the first, which sucks. I hate to wait a couple more weeks because all we have is speculation, and nobody wants to sell. And they say it's a selling market. So, like you said, move the needle. You have to have a good week this week. I mean, you got 2 in Tampa, a team that's hot and cold, not playing bad, not playing good, and then you got 3 back in Miami against Detroit. I think we gotta at least get 1 for sure in Tampa. Split the series, Citrus series. I'm
thinking if you go 3-2 in this, I think we could feel a little better about where we are. 3-2 over the next 5.
Yeah, you can't let Miguel Cabrera and the Tigers win any games. That's my opinion, but it is Miguel Cabrera weekend coming up.
Yeah, we might regret that. Dude might have a 3,000 OPS at the end of it. Yeah. Do you want to incorporate a game with alcohol here, Alex? That's my question.
Do I want to incorporate a game with alcohol?
Every time we come on this podcast and the Marlins blow a lead from the 8th inning on, we take a shot.
Way ahead of you. Damn.
That was perfectly timed. That
Woo.
was awesome.
Damn. The haters will say it's fake. All right, we're back from the commercial break. Shout out to our sponsors here at Riverside.fm. If you're trying to make your own podcast, go to Riverside.fm. Thanks for joining us here on Fish Out the Water. Before we cut the commercial break, we were talking about taking shots to the head every time the Marlins blew it in the 8th. And you know what? I took a shot and we cut the commercials. That's what made the whole system break. Hopefully the system doesn't break again. But here's another one. Here's another one. This is how I look. Look, I'm going to say it's the first time all season that the Marlins got me drinking again.
1 second, I got you.
Oh, this guy's 21 now. He's 21 now, baby. Woo! My young boy. My boy.
1 second. I got you.
My boy got to live a little LED light in the background. Look at this guy, bro. What a stud.
All right, did we only blow 1 in this series?
Huh? Oh, look at the boy. Look at the boy. He pulling out the big toys. Damn, bro.
I'm going to die.
Presley looks like...
This is just straight vodka.
Presley looks like fucking Garrett Cooper's kid.
I had to get a chaser. because this shit's gonna be so fucking gross.
This guy.
Oh my god.
That's how you know my man just turned 21. He's taking a shot to vodka. Jesus.
I spilled some on me.
Hey man, it's a nice hat, man. For those of y'all who can't see it, my man got a number 16 on the side of his hat, bro. You a real one. Real one.
Yeah, I got it.
What's it say on the back? Walker, my man. You're a real one, dog. You're not so bad.
Alright. I'm gonna die. But
And now we're gonna do it together, man. Check it out. Hold on. Put the glass shot up. Hold on a second, but we gotta put it up more.
You gotta ignore the logo on it.
No, I know. Don't worry about the logo. You and this fucking Texas teams. All right. Anyway,
It's in Oklahoma State.
JT Ramuto fan. Hey, anyway, well, I was gonna tell you, let's go out the water here, fish out the water. Let's cheers to the Marlins. Cheers to Miguel Cabrera, the guy you said that was washed up on the last podcast. He's too young, guys. I'm sorry, but cheers to Miguel Cabrera. Your weekend's coming to one of the greatest Marlins in team history. I hope that Luis Arraez is the next great one. So we're gonna go arriba. I mean up.
Arriba.
Abajo.
Abajo.
Al centro, which means to the center.
El Centro.
Y pa dentro.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ah. There you go, man. Woo! My man Presley Walker got the chaser on deck. You can tell he's 21.
Yeah.
You don't see me chasing shit. I'm only chasing the Marlins and bitches. Oh, shit. I'm sorry about that.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but still.
He said, "Ah, ah." I remember when I was 21, man. Damn. 12 years ago. Damn. I just turned 33, man.
I went to the liquor store for the first time and I went crazy.
This guy.
Bought 2 of these.
You pulled out the McLovin?
2 of these.
You pulled out the McLovin ID?
Straight from Hawaii, bro.
That's a great movie. Super bad.
One name.
McLovin, though? You couldn't come up with a fucking better name, Fogel?
What was it? It was between that and what was
Muhammad. Oh, my God.
Muhammad, yeah.
I love...
Just gonna run Muhammad.
Man, I got a great memory, dude. Anyway, back to the Marlins. Marlins got on deck. The Rays Citrus Series is on deck. Edward Cabrera, Sandy Alcantara. They're going to take the ball for the fish. I know they're going to face Glasnow. He just came back from a major surgery and Tommy John surgery. That's one of the few Rays that I really respect, aside from Harold Ramirez. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it might be the liquor. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I got a little bit of respect for the Rays. You know, unfortunately, you guys can't ever get it done and win a championship, but I got respect for y'all because you're playing some winning baseball out there in St. Petersburg and in a Back to the Future stadium. So,
Back to the Future.
you ever been to the Trop?
Emphasis on no.
It's pretty cool. They got a little.
Fun fact though, Alex, you will enjoy this. My first and only time in Marlins Park. It was Marlins Park at the time, so I can still say that. Was 5 years ago today.
The walls are still green. Holy shit!
The statue was still out. Statue was still out there.
What's the name of that statue?
I don't even know. Does it have a name?
Yeah, it's called the Homer. But here in Miami, in the Miami New Times, they
We call it the Loria?
No, fuck Loria. Here in Miami, they made they had a vote in the Miami New Times. Shout out to Miami New Times, and the fans voted to be called the Tremenda Mierda Sculpture, which basically means the big piece of shit sculpture. So,
that's awesome.
So hey, look, I'm actually wearing that jersey from back in the day, the Loria era. My boy's always gonna be like, "Damn, you love Loria." Nah, but I don't love Loria. I got it because I was the
That's the All-Star game.
The Budweiser Good Sport. I was the designated driver for that game. Just for that game.
It's the only game you can go to.
Hell yeah.
Sober, watching this goddamn team.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I try to go into a lot of games and try to be sober, but damn, I end up pulling out the tequila. Don't ask me how, but I pull it out.
Every time. Okay, so game 1, we got Eddie versus
I got the Rays.
Tyler Glass.
I got the Rays taking it.
I'm taking the Marlins. I'm taking the Marlins in game 1.
Good. We need controversy. Good. Let's go. Let's go Rays.
We'll end that one of the podcast on controversy.
I can't believe I just said let's go Rays. Damn, that Lakers hitting.
Yeah, I'll go Eddie. Game 1.
Game 2, Sandy.
Game 2, Sandy versus. Who do they got going?
Sandy's gonna get that long-awaited win number 4 on the season. Holy shit!
Who do they got going? They got. Is it? It's not Brad. No, it's Eflin. Zach Eflin.
That's another. Yo, that's crazy.
I'll take the Rays.
No. Oh, so you're a Rays fan now?
No, I'll just take the Rays. You took the Rays first.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was about to be like, damn, dog, you went 2 games 2 in a row with the Rays. Dog, who are you?
No, I took Eddie. I'll take Eddie. I'll take Sandy taking the L.
Damn, bro, this guy hates Sandy. He wants Sandy to go 3-10 in the playoffs, game 1 starter.
Sometimes it takes a little reverse psychology.
Look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, man. I want you to live a little. Let's take another shot right now. This is for Sandy. This is for Sandy, baby. Sandy, this is for you, Sandy. This is for you, Sandy.
1 second, I gotta pour it.
And you gotta say the phrase now, damn it. You live in Texas, you gotta have some C+ Spanish anyway.
I know a little.
Un poquito.
I know a little.
¿Cómo se llama? El quesadilla. This motherfucker. Nah, hey. Side note. I was thinking about making a move out to Houston. What part of? Oh, it's a part of Texas you living in?
No, but I live right. I live about an hour.
Arlington. That's right. What you said, right?
I'm more North Texas. Yeah.
Well, if I make it out to Houston, I got you, bro. You know, I'd rather root for the Rangers than the bum ass cheaters.
I'm actually rooting for the Astros right now, but.
Oh man! Did I tell you?
Playing the Rangers.
Did I tell you what happened in spring training?
Like this last spring training?
Yeah. Did I tell you what happened? It was Marlins Astros. I was at the game, and I love Roger Dean Stadium. Shout out to everybody at Roger Dean Stadium. Beautiful facility. Unfortunately, split it with the Cardinals. Long story short, I was out there with my boys, watching some baseball, amped up. They're playing the Astros, and all of a sudden, the Astros are coming to bat, and bro, I'm just standing there like right behind home plate, whatever. They got like this little pavilion area where you get to stand or whatever. And I see a trash can right next to me. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
I was like,
You beat it?
oh, I started banging it. Fastball! Boo, 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 boo. The fuck? No, the usher had to come take the trash can away from me. He said, enough of that. I was like, wait, come on, what you say? You taking the trash can away from me? What's wrong? I'm trying to throw some trash out. We can't.
Take it away from them in 2017.
So shout out to that usher who had nothing better to do than take away my trash can. All right.
Bro, you gotta come out next weekend.
Oh man, you got me. It's on Live a Little. Put it on the
It's on
tab.
business card.
Put it on the tab,
Put it on the
baby.
business card.
Pull out the black card, baby. Let's turn it up. The sapphire black.
Yeah, you travel a lot anyways, right?
Yeah, right. Let's do it. Anyway, hey, what you doing? Look at him. He's trying to. He's drinking the chaser before the drink. Come on, bro. What are you doing?
It's good.
Yo, listen to me. Stop drinking sugar if you're drinking liquor, bro. That shit's gonna hit you harder. Come on, man.
It's juice.
Juice. All right, man. You ready?
It's cream grape juice. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, you saying it in Spanish, right?
Yeah, we'll say it in Spanish, but I'll follow you again.
No. You got it. You gotta learn it. Come on, man.
I don't even remember.
It's up.
I gotta practice.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you in English. Up.
Arriba?
Yeah, there you go.
See?
Down.
That one I forgot.
Abajo.
Abajo.
Al centro, center field.
Al centro.
And pa dentro.
Repeat that one.
Pa dentro.
Pa dentro.
There you go. Pa dentro. So do it again. Action.
Arriba. Abajo. El centro. Pa
Dentro.
dentro.
There you go. Do it again. You got it, dog. Do it again.
Arriba. Abajo. El centro. Padatro.
Pa dentro. Like dentro.
Pa dentro.
Pa dentro. Do it again. Take 3.
Pa dentro.
Take 3. And action.
Arriba, abajo, el centro, pendento.
No, who you calling a pendejo?
Padento.
Pa dentro.
Padento.
Come on, man. We're losing audience members here. Here we go. One more time. Last time.
Arriba, arab.
He's saying arise.
Arias. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Arriba, Arias, el centro, padentro.
There you go. Cheers.
Well, that one wasn't good.
I'm out, bro. This guy loves the chasers. Y'all see it here? Ain't no chaser out here with the real Akon, baby.
Yeah. I'm 21.
Don't worry, man. When you start taking the shots and you don't need a chaser, you start growing out some facials. You're welcome.
I can't. It's my job. I love it,
Anyway, back onto Marlins. Talk to me, man. Look, I want to go ahead and say this. I know all hell broke loose. Everybody was upset. We went 8 games in a row. I mean, we lost 8 games in a row. Damn, that fucking Lakers good as shit. We lost 8 in a row, and it's cool. I was telling my boy Presley, if we're going to lose, we're going to go on a losing streak. No better time than right now. This is the time to go on an 8-game losing streak. Shout out to the Phillies. Shout out to who else is right behind us on the wild card?
Giants and Phillies.
Yeah, those bum ass Giants.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I guess the D-backs too.
You honestly would rather, like, you gotta prefer that the Marlins go right now and stumble right now at the gate out of the All-Star break than have it happen and completely fall apart the last month of the season. You don't want that, because then all hell's gonna break loose.
Update: the Cardinals beat the D-backs. They came back and won.
Let's go Cardinals! I can't believe I said
in the
that.
9th inning.
Bum ass Cardinals, can't stand them. You know what? One of the reasons I can't stand them, because when we go to Jupiter and we split that facility.
You know who got the win?
Who got the win?
You know who got the win though? Giovanni Gallegos.
Hey,
go to the Marlins, confirmed.
Hey, my boy Gallegos.
He's helping his team out before he even gets here.
You know what Gallego means?
No.
It's like that's what they call the Spanish people. The people from Spain. Hey, Gallego. Hey, see, man, I'm putting you on with that knowledge, baby.
Is he from Spain?
Nah. I can't.
Where's he from?
I have no idea, but he's not there.
Straight
He's
from
not.
Mexico.
No way. Is he?
Straight from Mexico.
No way. I thought he was Dominican.
Straight from Mexico.
Mm.
How do you pronounce that? The nickname? It'll focus.
It says Giovanni Gallegos. I can't even. You got this bum ass Wi-Fi. What do you got? Metro PCS over there?
No, I got it. I'll bleep that out too.
I can't.
It's LYAQUI.
I'm gonna look it up right now because I got LTE with 1 bar, so I'm not doing much better than you. Shout out to everybody in Hialeah. Yo, so all right. I got faith in our Marlins. I love our Marlins. I need moves made. Kim, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about Kim Ang, our general manager. Everybody was happy as shit. She made some nice moves. We got AJ Puk. Yada, yada, yada. Everybody knows what happened. Right? But the thing, Kim is interesting. Because Kim got hired by Jeter. Jeter was holding her back. Jeter left. She took off. She spread her wings. She started flying. We crashed. And I feel like she's going to make a move to we back. Right? Is it the vodka hitting you or what? This guy making a...
No, I'm just getting a big loud scratch in my ear.
My theory here is Kim gonna come back? Is she gonna be back? Is Bruce Sherman gonna bring her back? She has to make a major move if Bruce is gonna bring her back. If she doesn't make a big splash and the Marlins flounder out, I think she's out of here. I mean, that's me being ruthless. I think, but at the end of the day, like, I think she, like, that's being ruthless. But honestly, I think that she deserves the extension. I'd give her another 2 years. If you're,
I liked what Craig said. If you're talking 78, 79 wins, it's totally possible she's not back. But if we're talking 83 plus, I feel like she kind of locks herself in for the extension.
83 though? What the hell's 83? I need 88. Fuck the 83.
No, but we're just talking about the extension, right?
Yeah, but
I think if they win 79 games this year, it's a total collapse in the second half, and that means she didn't do her job at the deadline. Oh, disappointing this guy. Is this gonna be your fourth?
Who's keeping count? I ain't driving. I'm chilling. I'm here with my dog. Like, I'm talking baseball with my boy Presley Walker. No relation to.
Hey, my dog's watching the pod too.
Where the hell is my dog? Oh, he's knocked out.
So is mine.
But
Taking a nap on the floor.
But yeah, man. Honestly, like, I don't know, man. I don't see Kim leaving South Florida. Honestly, I don't see her leaving South Florida for another 2. I think she earned herself an extension for 2 years. Can she get a little bit more jiggy with it? I hope so. I know so. She's been hiring guys like Ocampos that she really liked. She's surrounding herself with a legit team. I think she made a legit hire in Skip Schumacher. And coincidentally, what like you were talking shit about Marmol, the owner of not the owner, the manager of the Cardinals. And I was actually just reading Christina Dinicole's story that Skip was crediting.
Shout out her, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Christina.
Crushing it this year.
She was talking about how Skip was talking about Marmol, how he was his bench coach, and how he learned a lot from him. So hopefully he learned the good stuff and not the bad stuff that you're talking about.
So the big thing with Marmol is just that he can't keep his fucking mouth closed. Like, it seems like he always has an excuse. Like, he's going to throw a player under the bus. That's not what a manager should be doing.
Definitely not. Kind of reminds me of Flores.
That reminds me of someone.
Flores, the Dolphins.
Did you read the Arias quote?
Yeah, that they put 5 infielders in. He says he's trying to pull the ball in the right field anyway.
He just said, "Oh, I'll just hit it to right field."
Master.
Right field. I'll just hit it to right
He's
field.
like, throw something,
Like, it's easy.
throw something inside. I'm pulling it. That's my boy, Louis.
Bro.
Louis.
If they shift me, I say thank you. Actual Luis Arias quote.
He's definitely, has the ship sailed on 400?
I think so, but I don't think. Are you going to be disappointed if he hits 360?
Nah, because he's still gonna do it by a long shot. He's still gonna be like 30 points over the next guy, and F Ronald Acuna. I don't know why I censored it. Fuck Ronald Acuna.
Yeah, fuck that.
Hit him in the ribs.
Piece of shit.
Nah, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Maybe we
I did.
re-sign Acuna.
Next time it comes up to the plate, I want. He throws the hardest out of the bullpen.
Who throws the hard? I was gonna say Matt Lindstrom. That fucking.
It's gotta be Scott, right?
It's a lefty though. Like a right hand that could pull off it slipped. Like a lefty's like, damn, you're an asshole.
No, I want you to make it obvious that it didn't. So I want you to make it obvious that we're trying to hit this dude right in the fucking forehead.
It's gotta be.
I hate.
Let's re-sign Urania for one day. Urania one day, just drill him. Anyway, let me go back to my boy Luis Arias. Let's keep it positive. Let's not give that negative energy to the boy Ronald Acuna. He doesn't need any more hype. Right? Louis, thank you. Luis Arias, thank you, my brother, for bringing so much joy back into Marlins baseball, for helping us get back into winning baseball. And you know what? Before I take this shot, I love to see his drive. He's so pissed when we're losing games. He's in there talking like, for those people that don't speak Spanish, like when he barely misses a pitch, he fouls a ball off. He's like, "Coño de la madre, motherfucker!" Like he's saying shit in Spanish, like, and I respect it. I respect it because he's a guy that's disciplined. He comes in here, he's setting the bar, and like for me to be like, "Yo, Luis Arias is our superstar," like. For a second, that's how I felt, like, way back with Miguel Rojas. Like, yo, Miguel Rojas our superstar? But I can't even compare. Like, it's a disrespect to even say Luis Arias and Miguel Rojas in the same sentence. Louis, you're a monster. Thank you for all the joy you've been bringing out here to South Florida, man. And for the first time in a long time, damn, we got an offensive player that we can be proud of. That being said, I'm going to transition over to my boy, Hip Hip Jorge Soler. You need to go eat a la carreta. You need to go get you some arroz con frijoles, some con gris, some rice and beans, some Cuban food. I need you to turn back up. I can't remember the last time you hit a home run. Was it before the All-Star break? I feel like he hit one right after.
Yeah, he hit one in Baltimore.
That's right. He hit one in Baltimore. But I need you to hit one back in Miami. I need you to hit one in Tampa. I need you to go off. I need you to go eat a Cuban sandwich in Tampa. Do something. Baby, I need you to turn it back up. You know what I'm saying? And Craig Mish was talking about, there's a possibility that Jorge Soler might want to stay here in Miami. I'm going to go ahead and give the full credit first and foremost. And I hate to say this, because I know you're not a fan of him. And fuck it. But I'm going to give the credit to Loud Marlins fan. Alright? I know this guy, he tries to give some speeches, and nobody would run through a wall for him, not even if it was styrofoam. But, boy did say...
Great tweet, by the way. Great tweet, by the way.
Boy did say that he spoke to Papa Soler, and Papa Soler said that Jorge loves it out here in Miami, and that he wouldn't put it past him to stay here in Miami because it's not a money thing. I know this guy's not Lionel Messi or none of that, but damn, if Jorge Soler says, hey, I don't care about the money and I want to stay home, please.
I'll throw a 16 miller out there. Say, hey, Jorge, 16 mil. We understand your 9's too low. We'll give you 16. 2 years, 16 a year.
And we'll put a Cubano Gigante section out in right field. How about that?
Just give everybody on the team a second.
Why not? Fuck it. And for every home run Jorge Soler hits, a free Cubano Gigante for the section. And then you got to split that bitch up between everybody in the 20 seats in the row. Hey, it's a seller. It's a seller.
Alright, I guess we'll end on that. If you're listening this far in, we gotta start controversy with somebody. Controversy gets views. Who we think about beefing?
I'm always beefing with you. You talking shit about Miguel Cabrera. You fucking... I'm trying to beef with you. You my boy. You think we're not beefing because we're having a couple of shots? Get the fuck out of here, Press.
Hey, and fuck that boy Gray Fox on Twitter.
I'm out of here.
Shoot him over and fuck you.
I'm out of. Boy said, are we best friends now? Said, I don't think so.
Oh my god, this guy.
I never took the last one. Chill out.
Oh, okay.
We were talking about Luis Arraez, man. Damn, you see? You can't hold your liquor. The boy had 2 shots. He's gone. He's crazy. Anyway, shout out to everybody here at Marlins Nation. Thank you for listening to us out here on Fish Out the Water, Fish Out the Liquor. Damn, that's a good alternative name. Fish Out the Liquor. Fish Out the Liquor.
If they keep going late game, please.
Hey, Puk.
That's what we're gonna be.
Puk isn't as bad as past closers in Marlins history. Don't get me started on AJ Ramos. He had me pull out the bottle.
Don't shit on my boy Ramos.
What?
5 years ago today was my first trip
Bro.
to Miami. 6 years ago today, I watched a 4-0 shutout against the Rangers.
Bro, I'm pretty sure I might have been at that game that you went to at Marlins Park, and if AJ Ramos came out, I'm pretty sure you heard my ass.
That was 2018 against the Braves. The Marlins actually won.
The only time that AJ Ramos was cool with me was when he was a setup guy for Cishek, and Cishek was falling apart. But every time after that, Cishek was gone. And shout out to Cishek, he's retired now. You're more than welcome to come on Fish on the Water. The thing with fucking Ramos was, bro, he would fucking have to get 2-pieced before he saved the game. And I say it every single time, and I would get so mad. And I would tell him, AJ! I'd be like, Headache Ramos! Headache Ramos! I'm like, oh shit, here comes Ramos. I'd be the angry Major League fan. Anybody got a Tylenol? Here comes this asshole again. Cheers.
Just a little bit outside.
Let's go Marlins.
So what do I need to do, Alex? Do I need to go get a bottle of Don Julio? Is that what I gotta do?
Hey,
whenever
if you're drinking tequila, the best way to go, ladies and gentlemen, is drinking tequila reposado. You don't want to drink the clear, the see-through shit that looks like water, man. You want to drink the gold stuff. And I'll tell you why. If you don't mix it with anything, no other beers, no other liquor, No hangover. Guaranteed. You heard it here first. I'm the real Akon.
Straight from the real Akon. Straight from the real Akon.
Wait.
Alright.
My dad used to say, escucha consejo para que llegue a viejo, which basically means listen to advice so you make it till you're older.
And that's good advice.
Hell yeah, baby. On that note,
Alright.
I'm Alex Contreras.
We'll
this is Presley Walker.
Thursday or Friday.
We'll be back.
We'll be back before the next series.
We'll be back.
Do we both have splits, or are you taking the same with the one?
Yeah, it's 1-1.
Okay.
Sandy's gonna get his 4th win of the season. What are you, drunk? Oh man, this guy. Hey, and when we come on, man. To how do they come? To how do they fall, bro? You're not gonna think about Miguel Tejada when you talk about the Baltimore Orioles. Come on, man. The people.
Zach Britton's from my hometown, bro. What are you doing?
Zach Britton, get out of town, bro.
Big go.
Zach Britton would have been like number 50 on my list, bro. Look, I'll go through the list real quick. I'll be like Miguel Tejada,
my number 1 would be Manny.
Chris Davis,
I'd go Manny, Adam Jones.
Manny Machado, Adam Jones. Oh shit, Brian Roberts. You don't know about that. You don't know about that switch hitting second baseman, baby. Woo! Who else? Melvin Mora.
JJ Hardy, bro.
Fuck out of here. He's a Brewer. Anyway.
What's it? Matt Wieters.
Matt Wieters. Yeah, Matt Wieters was Adley Rutschman. What is it? The Lakers hitting me. That guy. I got
Adley Rutschman before Adley, bro.
what you pronounce badly in Spanish, I pronounce badly in English. We complement each other perfectly, bro. Alright, my guy.
We'll see you Thursday or Friday.
Alright, my guy. Thanks for joining us here on Fish Out the Water. Let's go fish.
Go fish.